Sorry I'm a little late today. There was some trouble with getting strong enough reception. I'm out on the road somewhere in the middle of Virginia and I think near Roanoke. And yeah, I had to find a spot where I could get reception, which happens to be at a gas station in a parking lot. And you know, God, Spirit, the divine is everywhere and in all things. And when you travel a lot, you can find God, Spirit, the divine in a gas station, in the parking lot of a gas station as well. However, it's hard to find good food at a gas station. Even when God's there, it's hard to find good, healthy, quality, organic food. So you have to work with that and be creative in that regard. I'd love to see a chain that has healthy, organic, quality, natural food as a gas station chain. There's a different term. What do you call it in Europe? Fuel? Or hey Phyllis, how's it going? So a chain of a gas station chain that has healthy organic food. You can stop. You can get like a smoothie or like a healthy snack to energize you and fuel you. Maybe a little sit for a while, talk with some folks, connect with some people. I had this big giant thing of water today too. Great weekend with my son, the family. My parents traveled for a little bit, my brother, nieces and nephews, and on my way back now through the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Blue Ridge Appalachian Mountains. It's been fantastic weather. It's been amazingly beautiful weather really for like a week now. Just blue skies and great temperatures. The flowers are popping out of the trees. And I feel really blessed to be with you and be back again. I want to thank a couple people. I want to thank Jenny from Finland and Amanda from Texas for their donations to support the show. Really appreciate it. Yogita Rana. So good to see you here. I know it's, I think it's late there at night, yeah? Namaste. Beautiful to see you. Yogita Rana is from India, and she's created some of the memes that you've seen that I've shared on Facebook have been created by her. She's been a great supporter of me as a teacher, and it's wonderful to have her here. Hey Ruth, great to see you. So I also wanted to share some things that are coming up to know of and be aware of. Some live public events. So, and I say this for you to know, but I say this also for me to know and remember everything that's happening so I can keep it in my own mind and my own consciousness. Okay, so Saturday I'll be in Winston-Salem doing a meditation and satsang. That's a monthly event now. That was started by a woman named Julia. Hi Ruth. Who's in her 70s, and it's this wonderful group of senior citizens that have been gathering, and I've been sharing with them once a month, and we've had a really beautiful energy that we've been forming there together. So happy to be there Saturday. Sunday I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia. I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia, sharing the big low with John Stringer, an amazing conscious musician, and Stacy Ty, great friend, inspirational speaker. The three of us will be sharing, I don't like to use the word workshop, but we'll be sharing what could be called a workshop with music and meditation and dialogue, and just a really beautiful space to raise the vibration. My first time I'm sharing it officially in Atlanta, I think. So that's exciting. Then Monday, I go to Mexico. Hi, Heather. I go to Mexico, and wow, Facebook's adding all these new things. There's like some sort of oh, it shows, I think, who is liking it, so that the thumbs go across. It doesn't have it on your screen, but it happens on my screen. The thumbs go across, and then it shows a little picture of you the liker, the thumber upper, it shows on picture. Anyway, I go to Mexico Monday, which is very exciting, and the following Friday I'll be doing an event in Mexico, in the Cancun, Playa del Carmen area. First time doing something there, so that's really exciting. You can find these dates on the Facebook page. I haven't put the Mexico one up yet, but that'll be up later today. Then we'll be doing an event in Asheville, May 6th, which will be filmed in our home base of Asheville. We'll be doing an event in the Unity of Blue Ridge, May 22nd, outside of Asheville, with John and Stacy again. May 28th to the 30th, there's a 3-day retreat with John and Stacy and myself in Georgia, which we're really looking forward to. You can register for that now. June 11th in the Highlands in North Carolina. That's an all-day, 1-day retreat, Highlands, North Carolina. 3DL Festival, August 28th to the 30th in North Carolina also. I'm adding some new things, so stay tuned for more. Personal sessions are available. I've been answering your questions here. If there's something that you want more depth on or more detail on, or want to go more one-on-one, please feel free to message me to schedule a personal session together, which I do with people around the world. All right, the books are available too, The Big Glow and The Wow of the Now. They're available on, they're available as a physical book, the old-fashioned way. They're available as an ebook. They're available, The Big Glow is available as an audiobook as well. Okay, so we got a message from Zara from the Middle East after the last show, and she writes, "Greetings, dear Brian. Thank you so much for the Healing Live Stream TV webcast. They're absolutely amazing. I have a question about the last video I saw, but I'm late because I was still thinking. The discussion was on I worry about what people think of me. Sorry, I'm troubling you about this, and yet I would like to share my thoughts and beliefs. If we have done something wrong to someone who hasn't done anything wrong or harm to us, should we not feel bad because we think that what would God think of us? If we are innocent, that is never wanting to harm or intending good or to harm, we don't need to worry. But all the things like malicious people or ignorant people taking what we write or say out of context. Thus my question or confusion with your explanation of being good and pure beyond our actions is, what if we have done wrong to someone or unfairly taken them, then what is the solution for that? Yet there are people who may feel they can say anything against anyone or harm anyone and get away by saying what you said as their self-defense. Thanks so much. Best wishes and salutations, dear healer, Zara." Pinar. Hi, Pinar. Great to see you, sweetheart. You know, it's really hot in here, and put this down. hopefully it'll won't play with the sound too much. I can use my headset too. Okay, one sip of this giant water. So what I gathered from this question is it's important not to think worry about what people think about us. But what I hear from Zara's question is, what if we inside ourselves feel that we've acted out of integrity and someone is pointing that out to us? Or there's a sense of what's happening is actually something that feels like it's not in alignment with our truest sense of self that's happened. Which is, I think, a really good question, because there's the sense of not caring what the stories people have about you, the stories you have about yourself. But then there's a distinction between using that as an excuse for the sense of acting out of integrity with what is true inside yourself. And the question essentially is, what do you do when there's a feeling that what you've done or your actions or things you've said or thought are out of integrity with the truth of who you are? Now, important distinction. Hey Sylvia, great to see you. We got a great group here right now, so I'm totally open to people's questions, comments, space to interact. We've got some very beautiful beings that I've known for a while and have interacted with and shared with, people that have been to retreats of mine, all connected here right now. So I'm happy to interact and have you participate in any way that feels righteous. So, important distinction is feeling out of integrity inside yourself, right? Because we tune into ourselves, other people's perceptions of ourselves may be different than the integrity that we feel inside ourselves, the truth of what we feel inside ourselves. And we have to, through present moment awareness, tune in to what is the guidance, what is the direction, what is the movement in each moment by moment by moment. And if there's something that feels like it's not in integrity, that it's not true to the essence of who we are, then it's totally valid and relevant and righteous to apologize, to say, I'm sorry. These two words, I'm sorry, are two essential words in any long-term relationship. If you want to have a long-term relationship, you have to learn to say you're sorry once in a while. And to speak from that place and to move from a place of acknowledgement and acknowledgement from that place. Thank you, Pinar. Now, a couple other points I want to make to that. It's something that I wrote, and I'll share it tomorrow because I think it's really beautiful to share the whole writing of it. But it's great to make mistakes. It's great to make mistakes. So there's no need to feel a sense of shame. That's the word. There's no reason to feel a sense of shame or guilt when we make a mistake. The people who are the most successful in this world are the people who make the most mistakes in this world. It's the opposite of what we perceive or what we think. The people who are the most successful are the people who are making the most mistakes. Why? Because the people who are the most successful, and I say successful in the sense of the success here is being defined as being true to yourself, being true to the essence of yourself, and living from your deepest sense of self-actualization, highest sense of purpose, meaning, inspiration, self-realization, and expressing it in this world. The people who are the most successful in that regard make the most mistakes because they're taking the most chances. You know, you're taking the most chances. You're constantly learning, you're constantly growing, you're constantly evolving, you're constantly stretching yourself, you're constantly moving out into new horizons, opening yourself to new horizons, to new expanses. So in doing that, you are naturally going to be learning, and in learning you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to do things that are new to you, and in the learning you get better and better, and you're expanding and evolving in your consciousness, as opposed to someone who's here and wants to stay here and doesn't want to move and doesn't want to grow and doesn't want to expand and is afraid, is living in a space of fear. In a space of fear, there's no room to make mistakes, right? If you play it safe, and you play it safe, you don't make mistakes. But in the space of not making mistakes, there's not the growth, there's not the expansion, there's not the evolution. So you take the chance. You take the chance. You step into the adventure of life. You step into the adventure of life, and in doing so, there's the opportunity to grow and evolve. And it's great to make mistakes, because in the space of making mistakes, that's where the evolution happens. That's where the opportunity happens to expand, to evolve, to grow in our consciousness. And in doing so, if we find that we're not navigating things, if we're communicating things the wrong way, sometimes we're moving in a direction that seems not aligned with the direction that we ultimately want to go in the larger spans, then it's okay to apologize and say we're sorry, and know that in the essence of the heart of each of us, there's the sense of unification, there's the sense of unity, there's the sense of oneness, which is the truth. And what I've come to realize is that we, as human beings, we love each other so much. We love each other so much. It's amazing how much we love each other. We love each other more than we can ever express in words, more than we could ever communicate, more than we could ever act upon. The reason that in this essence of loving each other so much, this is why we are challenged. You know, this is why there's friction, because we're learning how to express that love in this world, right? We're learning how to love each other. So the people that challenge us, generally speaking, are the people that we love the most, that there's the most love, you know? When there's a sense of ambivalence, when there's a sense of complacency, then it's not the same as the sense of firepower that comes from loving each other, that comes from being together in the space of growing and expansion and being challenged. So the people that we have a strong sense of pull or compulsion, there's love there. So we love each other so much. It's like God being put together in all of these different forms and expressions and shapes and sizes and looks and colors and genders, and in that diversity, there's the chance, the opportunity to love all the parts of ourself, to love all the parts of ourself through relating with each other. Hey Amanda, welcome. It seems the ones that are successful are the ones that actually take chances, Heather says. This is my point, yes. This is exactly what I'm saying. The ones that are successful are the ones that actually take chances. Success, not to the world, not to the society, not to the culture, not to your family, not to your parents. Success to yourself. Successful to yourself, to be aligned and successful within yourself, true to yourself, true to the essence of your spirit, your soul, your heart, your sense of purpose and meaning and inspiration and alignment with Source. Yes, absolutely. Right. Anybody else want to share anything? Any questions or comments? Let's do a closing meditation together. Just pay attention to your breath. Slow, deep breaths to the bottom of your stomach. Just feel the energy, the vibration, the support of all the people around the world that are tuned in right now in different places, different countries, who are with us in this moment, who will be with us in the playback. And feel the connection, the communion, the support. The electromagnetic frequency of the heart, the attunement of our hearts connected and unified. And in that attunement of the electromagnetic frequency of our hearts, something exponentially more powerful arises than if we're alone by ourselves. This field of present moment awareness that we open together supports us and carries us, and we recognize and realize that which is ever present and always the case, which is that we are always one with and interconnected with all that is, and supported by all that is, and loved by all that is. Supported in our growth and our evolution and expansion. When life challenges us, it challenges us to grow into a deeper sense of ourselves and the truth and meaning and authentic expression of who we are in this world. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, you can open your eyes with fresh, innocent eyes as if you're seeing life for the first time, and just take a few moments to look around the space in silence. And we're going to carry this energy forward with us the rest of the day, whoever we come in contact with, whoever we interface with, and we share this presence, this energy, this vibrational frequency with them. Love is all there is, Yogita, that is true. The more mistakes, the higher you go. Exactly. I'm in Virginia. Yeah, I'm in my car today. I'm in near Roanoke, Heather, and the intention is to be in Asheville this evening. Kate, we'll answer your question tomorrow, okay? How to get over fear. It's a fundamental question and the root of so much what we're talking about. So let's just sit with this, be in this energy right now, together, feel into that question together, because there's only really, you can break it down into really just 2 energies, right? Love or fear. Thank you, Heather. Thank you all. Wish you a beautiful rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. And see you tomorrow.